Hi, in this video, we're going to see how we can find the coordinates of a turning point of a graph given a sketch of the graph, including its intercepts with the x and y axis. Now, remember, turning point is either minimum or maximum point of the quadratic graph. So this lowest point here, or it might be the highest point if it's that kind of shape, that is a turning point. Turning point just means where the gradient is zero, because can you see the gradient of the graph here is zero because it's momentarily flat. So this is the turning point that we need. Now, we saw in previous videos that the line of symmetry of a quadratic graph goes through the turning point. So if we drew the line of symmetry, it goes through this bottom point here. You can see, look, if you reflect this half of the quadratic curve in this line here, you get this half here, right? So we want to find the coordinate of this turning point. We also said the line of symmetry of a quadratic graph is halfway between the two x-intercepts, also known as the roots. So we've got to find the value that is halfway between -4 and 2. So how do we do that? How do we find a number halfway between two numbers? Well, you can just find the mean of the two numbers. So you just add them and divide by 2. So if you add 2 and -4, you get -2. And then if you halve that, you divide by 2, you're going to get -1. So this x value here is therefore -1. Now we therefore know at this point here, the turning point, the x value is -1 because it's directly below this here. But we need to find the y value of that turning point as well. Now, helpfully, we're given the equation of this quadratic graph. It's y equals x plus 4 times x minus 2. So if we know that the x value is -1, we can just substitute it into this equation to find the value of y. So let's do that. When x is equal to, -1, that's the point of interest, then the y value is going to be, well, it's x plus 4, the x plus 4 here, so -1 plus 4. And then what's the other bracket? It's x minus 2. So -1 plus 2, minus 2, sorry. And then let's just simplify that. -1 plus 4 is equal to 3. And then when we have the brackets next to each other, this means we'd times them together. -1 minus 2 is -3. Positive times negative is negative, so 3 times -3 is -9. And that means that's the y value here. It's -9, sorry. So that's the final answer. The coordinate of the turning point is -1, -9, and that is your final answer.